Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we'll talk about intonation, how we can improve intonation, and I'll give you 5 tips how to improve your intonation in 10 minutes. Okay, so if you don't know me yet, my name is Violin Master. I'm not a violin master yet. I would love to be one. I started playing about 2 years ago, and you can see my whole journey on the channel, because that's where I started my channel, just to document my whole journey. Hopefully in 10 years time I will be still here playing, and I will be violin master by then. So let's start from the tip number 1. So tip number 1 is to tune your violin. Make sure that your violin is tuned. If your violin won't be tuned, you won't be able to give a good sound. How to tune your violin? Okay, it's very easy. I use app which is completely free, and it's really good. Here is the link over there where you can use that, and this should be very good for you to tune it in 5 minutes. Tip number 2. So tip number 2 is bow hold. Bow hold is very important because it controls the weight that you're applying on your strings. So basically, this is pretty much perfect violin bow. Okay. To practice your bow hold, the strength of it, you can do a little exercise. Basically, do it like this, like a wipers. This will strengthen your grip of your violin bow, and it's going to help you to control the pressure you're applying on all your strings. Okay, let's move on to tip number 3. Okay guys, tip number 3 is to use middle of your strings in between the bridge and the board. That's where is the safe zone, the safe area if you like, where you can give the best sound. Closer you get to the board, quieter your play will be, and closer to the bridge you're going to be sounding a lot louder. Now in the middle you won't hear too much of scratching. If you're going to move closer over here to the bridge, you'll hear a lot more scratching. So safe area for you is the middle of your strings. That's where you're not going to have any scratching. It's a safe area, and that's where your intonation should be perfect. Okay, let's move on to tip number 4. Okay guys, tip number 4 is to use whole bow when you're playing. If you play notes like this, there's not much vibration, but if you're going to use whole bow, you can hear that the sound resonates all over the room or over the area. It's a lot nicer sound. So how to practice that, to use the whole bow? I recommend playing scales or just all notes in the first octave from bottom to top. Okay, and it's your choice how fast you're gonna do. I recommend do it slower and change it to quicker, so it's not exactly the same. Okay guys, that was tip number 4. Let's move on to tip number 5. Right guys, tip number 5. Tip number 5 is to take care of your instrument. So basically, you will see on your strings, you will have loads of rosin. So from time to time, just make sure, well, I would do it at least twice a week if you practice 5 times a week, to basically clean your strings from the residue, from the rosin. That's gonna make sure that you don't have that scratchy noise. That helps a lot as well, so you can try that. Do it as many times as you want. You can even do it twice a week, depending on how much rosin you put on your strings. I also recommend not put too much rosin on your string. So when it's too much. So too much rosin on your string is if you play and you can see rosin coming off in like little tiny specks around in the air when you touch the string and your bow. So that's too much rosin. So not enough rosin would be like scratching noises, or for example, if you play whole bow, you can hear, for example, that in the middle of the bow the sound is different than, for example, at the start of the bow. You should have exactly the same sound through the whole bow. Okay guys, so that was my 5th tip. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments to any of my tips, please put it down below. All my tips and all my videos are only based on my experience and the best tips I found online from all the violin teachers and all the violin gurus out there on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.